should we, as a reseller, account for people scamming us? Now, what I mean by that is, should we factor that into the job? If you saw a video from a couple of days ago, I did sort of get scammed on a till that I sold. Now, I will show you the till. I sold this till for spares and repairs and parts. This is the till in question, right here. Here's a cash register for a shop. I'll put it down because it's extremely heavy and I need to wrap it. Now, what I mean by being held, sort of, not being held accountable, but accounting for scammers, is in the comments of the video, I got some comments saying, do you know what? I'm going to read them out. I'm going to read some of them out. They were a bit all over the place. A lot of people sort of agreed with me, saying that if you sell something for spares and repairs, how can you just turn around and be able to send it back? Like, where is the buyer protection? There isn't any buyer protection. But some of the emails are emails. God, I sound well old. Some of the comments that I had, for example, are. Let me just try and scroll through and find it. I realise this doesn't make for good viewing. Where is she? I might even have to end up cutting and then coming back to this. See, a lot of people were quite supportive. Happened to me several times. I no longer sell on eBay. This is one of the, here we go. This is the comment that I had. Let me frame this in a different way that you might understand. You keep talking about protection. I think he means buyer protection. As a seller, I mean seller protection. All you have on eBay now is buyer protection. The buyer is always protected. The buyer is always right. The seller is always wrong, regardless. That's what I'm trying to get across. There has to be a better protection in place for sellers. You aren't looking for protection. You're looking for insurance. Is that not the same thing? In this context, you said, why should you sell on eBay? You don't get protection. So if you weren't on eBay and the exact same scenario come across in the seller came across, would things be any different? You can't just get a charge back because your merchant could drop you. I don't know what he means by that. So don't they? So sorry, the grammar is horrific. I don't even know where to start. So don't they, you just won't refund them. So he is saying, so why don't you just refund them? Well, why should I just refund them? If you're being scammed for an item, should you not be able to argue the case? Do you know what I mean? I've actually had things in the past where I've argued and won because I've actually reported the person for fraud. Do you know, I'll tell you a story. I sold a Wii once. I sold I sold two Wii remotes, a red remote and a black remote, and they were both Motion Plus remotes. I sent them. The person told me that I'd sent them a defective Wii console. So they sent it back, and I always recalled opening my parcels. And I opened my parcel, and someone had sent me back a pack of Hobnob biscuits. And that is no word of a lie. I swear on my life. I ended up reporting it to eBay. eBay just told me to refund them, even though I'd sent eBay all the images, the videos, everything. I said, you know what, I've had enough of this. I'm not gonna stand for this. So I went through to fraud online, reported it online. I then sent the crime reference number to the buyer, and the buyer's arse fell out, and they cancelled the return. Now, I don't know if that buyer can still buy on eBay, but surely eBay, do you know what I mean? eBay should just be banning that person permanently. It's crazy, it's crazy. And the person had relatively good feedback. Anyway. Next part of it. It's a rookie complaint. You will get it one day, or you just keep crying about it. Lol. Don't know what's funny about it. What you want from eBay is eyes on your items. That's what you should expect from them. That's it, man. No scam insurance. Don't expect it. It's not a reasonable expectation. Let it go, mate. That's the best advice you will get about this. Not only did you lose out, but it's cost you more time. What's your time worth? Cut losses. I can't say it enough, mate. Account for scamming in your business. It's a cost. So the grammar was a bit better towards the end. Why should I account for it? Why should I just cut my losses? I mean, are we now in a time where people are just happy because people scam so frequently online? that we should just account for it. That doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right at all. I mean, if we all just accounted for scamming all the time, people will be getting scammed left, right and centre. And from the comments I had in the last video, people are getting scammed left, right and centre. I mean, if you don't stand up for yourself, then what? You're just going to keep allowing it to happen all the time? Oh no, we just factor that into the business. I had another comment. What was the other comment I had? Which I just thought, really? I am sure you have made enough to swallow it. So I replied, what do you mean by that, mate? You seem to be making profit. Sometimes you have to swallow a small loss now and then. Really? But why should I have to swallow a small loss? It doesn't matter if I'm making £1 million or £10. Regardless of the fact, it's the principle. And no, I'm not making that much. Do you know what I mean? I'm just a man trying to earn some money, earn a living, feed his kids. I don't know. But I just like to see what people's takes are and stuff like this. I mean, should you just sit back and take it? I don't think that's a reasonable excuse. Do you know what I mean? And the thing is that people keep saying that it is a cost. Like I get people were saying that they were making the comparison between what I do or what we do as a reseller and as a retail shop, like JD, Boots, whatever it might be, and saying, you know, they account for it in terms of people sending things back and stuff, which is fine. But if you go into JD and you buy a pair of trainers, you wear them out the door and scuff them and try and take them back, JD won't allow you to take them back. Do you know what I mean? They have the right to turn around and say, no, you can't take them back here. We don't have that right. It's immediately like that. Like I had another one a minute ago. I sold some aftershave, and I wrapped it quite firmly, and a little bit of aftershave has got, I don't know, sprayed as it's in transit, and there's a little bit of residue on the nozzle. And the person said that it's leaked and stuff like this. I said, just get a wet wipe out. Just give it a wipe. Grow up. eBay are like, no, that's fine. Let them return it. Whatever. I just don't even argue anymore. It don't get you anywhere. Anyway, we've had a couple of sales. I have resold the till. Originally, I'd sold the till for £120. I put the till up and I stated what had happened. I said that there was a time waster / scammer. I don't know if parts had been taken. And I had an offer from a person who was really reasonable. I've messaged, we talked about it, and they said, look, because of what's happened, I'm happy to offer you 75 quid. And I said, you know what, that's fine by me. I'm happy for you to have it. He's bought tills from me before, so I was more than happy to try and help him out. And I said, you know what, in the future, what I'll do is, this guy's bought tills off me in the future, I'll just message him straight away. I won't even bother listing things on eBay anymore. That's what it's getting to. Anyway, next sale is a HP MV printer. I paid £3 for this at the car boot sale, which sold for £25. Next up is a Calf Kids dinosaur bag. You always find that these things seem to do alright. This is sold for £8.99. I paid £1 for that at the car boot sale. This t-shirt come from a house clearance. It's quite a cool name. It's called Aficionado, as in a fish. Very catchy. That's sold for £8.99. Didn't pay anything for it. And then the last sale is a cable knit Polo Ralph Lauren jumper. That has sold for £12.50. And that's the sales that we've had this morning. But yeah, just, I don't know. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just trying to see what other people think. You know, if you're a reseller, whether it's part-time, full-time, whether you just do a bit on the side, whatever you do, we all have our little battles on eBay and Vinted. Vinted are just as bad. But I'd just like to see how other people get on and what their process of elimination is, and what they think and where they stand. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm not alone in thinking that eBay are just becoming a bit of a money-hungry beast at the minute. I mean, their fees are extortionately high. I had a lot of comments saying that they've now packed eBay in after like years of having eBay accounts. So it's obviously something that's going on a lot, something that has everyone else thinking the same thing. But hey ho, rant over. I'm going to wrap up, I'm going to get out of here, and then I'm going to turn my phone off for a couple of days because I'm going away. But thank you very much for watching. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, guys. All the best.